Hello! I hope you're ready for today's video because this is going to be about how to write a redemption arc. Sometimes your character might start off bad and realize the error of their ways. But what you don't want to do is make it easy and instantaneous. A flash of light and suddenly they're a good person. So without further ado, here are the 14 tips on how to write a redemption arc. Number 1. Make them truly flawed. And by this I mean not just simple annoying habits like blowing gas and belching in public. They should have some real serious flaws. They made some really bad mistakes, like arresting the wrong person and that person was, you know what, in jail. Or some serious moral failure. It needs to be a serious thing to redeem. Number 2. Avoid instant forgiveness. Think of someone who really screwed you over. Would you forgive them if they came back and offered you a cracker and some hummus? My guess would be no. The redemption is more believable if it takes time. Other characters might and should take time, and like the whole story, to trust them. And there are others who never will. With those who will trust them, it must be rebuilt slowly. Give them self-awareness. In order for the character to want redemption, they will need to get to a point where they realize the error of their ways. And this is not just a flashing light bulb moment at the climax, and then they stop being bad and they become a good person, born again good person. It should still be gradual, like at the start of the story. They see a little bit of how their actions are now harming others. And this starts to eat away at them more and more throughout the story until they finally fully redeem themselves. Number 4, you force them to make difficult choices. Their redemption should cost them something, and it should be big. Like when Darth Vader threw the Emperor down the shaft in Star Wars. He's redeemed in the eyes of his son, but it cost Vader his own life. The sacrifice, humiliation, and loss will make the redemption feel earned. Number 5, show actions, not regrets. It is not enough for someone to say, "I'm sorry," because words and talk is cheap after all. They must show their remorse with action. This could be something along the lines of going to counseling or donating part of their salary to a charitable organization. Or something really big, because with this fiction you want it to be really big, don't you? Yes, of course you do. Anything you can think of that is worthy of being an action that will earn a redemption. Number 6, their past will haunt them. Make it so that their earlier actions will continue to follow them throughout the story. Redemption doesn't erase history, and if they are constantly slammed with the things they've done, it will remind them to stay on the good path. Number 7, begin with small moments. This could be something like protecting someone weaker, telling the truth when they're not cornered and can't get out of the situation by lying. And this will slowly signal change until they get to the big moment of redemption. Number 8, tempt them with a relapse. You want to see your character with a chance to fall back into old habits. Maybe they do it a couple of times before they finally shake off the past. They're Taylor Swift fans after all, and move forward with their good life as a good person. Number 9, don't make them suddenly perfect. You can still have a redeemed character rough around the edges. Think of Han Solo. He redeemed himself at the end of the first Star Wars movie, or episode 4 if you prefer, when he came back to help blow the Death Star. But he still had that element of being a rough and tumble character. If some flaws linger, it makes the change more realistic. Number 10, you want to connect it to their identity. Ask, who or what does this character want to become? The redemption should not just be about fixing a few mistakes, but changing them at the core and rebuild the person that they are. Use relationships as mirrors. You can have other characters reflect the change. This could be someone who believes in him, someone else who refuses to forgive them, and still someone else who is terrified. They'll revert back to their old ways. And they do everything they can to stay away from the character trying to redeem themselves. Number 12, tie it to the core theme. The arc could and should reinforce the theme, be that justice, guilt, or forgiveness. As in, can someone escape their past, or will it forever drag them down? Number 13, will it mean survival? If you're writing crime fiction like me, redemption might not have a happy ending. It's not a romance that requires the happy ever after. The person being redeemed might have to sacrifice their own life to save someone else's. Number 14. It's not excusing their behavior. The arc doesn't have to justify a character's past actions. Readers don't need to approve of what someone did merely to understand why they did it. Like maybe they were desperate and couldn't see a way out, and now they're finally being able to redeem themselves. The formula for the redemption arc could be something along the lines like this. Wrongdoing, which leads to consequences, which leads to self-awareness, which leads to struggle, which leads to sacrifice, and which leads to change. And that's it for the day. I hope this helped you with your own writing and that you liked the video. If not, let's keep it a secret, shall we? Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and let me know in the comments what you'd like me to cover in future videos. Have a great day and a great week. I will see you in 7 days. So long, everybody. Yeah.